Welcome to Discover Indie Film. I'm Jeff Howard, and I have filmmaker Kai Brown with me on Zoom. Hey, Kai.
Hey, nice to be here.
It is great to have you here. All right. All right, listeners. You should listen to the podcast before this one, because the podcast before this, I got to talk to Kai for a great conversation all about Kai and her work. I know Kai because at the film festival that I run, Filmvasion Los Angeles, in 2025, we showed Kai's film that you wrote and directed, The Anatomy of Jane Doesn't Exist. We screened it. It was an official selection, and you won the Filmmakers Award for Outstanding Writing of an Animated Film. And I actually forgot to say this in your interview podcast, but I will add it now that just in case you don't remember, the Filmmakers Awards, there's a grand jury awards, that's the selection jury decides those. The grand jury, the Filmmakers Awards are decided by the Filmmakers Board, which is a jury of all alumni filmmakers. So that outstanding writing award came from your peers, active filmmakers who are making films right now,
Means a
not the
lot.
crusty old farts who are deciding what's in and out of the festival. Like,
Yep.
it's from your peers. So I think that's extra cool. And you're obviously a super talented writer. So that is me just asking everyone, check out the links in the show notes to look up Kai and her work, but certainly listen to the podcast before this to learn even more about that, because this podcast, we're not going to talk about any of that. This is a 4 questions one, which means Kai will be answering. Question number 1 is name 3 films that you love. Question number 2 is an underrated film. Then comes an overrated film. And finally, a lesser known film for people to seek out. It's obviously just a fun excuse to find out what movies people love and get recommendations. And also, hey, when someone is a filmmaker, I think the films they love are kind of pertinent to their inspirations and who they are. So hey, it's just kind of fun. So
Love it.
you wanna start with 3 favorites?
Yeah, let's do it. This is always such a hard question. 1 and 2 always stay the same. We'll see what comes out of my mouth for number 3. But number 1 would be Memento, Christopher Nolan. And I think that's a function of when I saw it in my life. I was in high school and it just changed my understanding of what you can do with story and film. And I watched it several times. I saw it and then with some friends and then rewatched it a couple of times that weekend. I was just obsessed with it. And it's one that I can revisit and notice different things every time. So that's number 1. Second, I'm going to go for one that I can watch anytime it's on. I will watch it multiple times a year. If it's on a plane, which it often is, I'll watch it. And that's Clueless. It is such a smart movie. I love that movie. Every line is quotable. I have a friend who our entire text chain is just Clueless and also 10 Things I Hate About You quotes back and forth. And that's the extent of it. And then for number 3, hmm, hard question. I'll go with a more recent one, and that is Watcher. And that is a film. I'm just going to double check the location on this before I say it wrong. It takes place in Eastern Europe it's directed by Chloe Okunu, and it is kind of an update on Rear Window, which I was between those two as my number 3. And it is perfectly executed. It's beautiful. It's haunting, and it's one that I have been really using as kind of a reference point for what you can do with relatively low budget film for the last few years. So those are my
Very
3.
cool. Very cool. And hey, the cool thing is you can add Rear Window too, and just
I'll take it. Yep.
say 4 films you love, because
Yep.
why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
I joke too often. I don't have a whistle. I'm not gonna,
That's true. Just
you're allowed to name 4 if you want. Um, but wonderful. I haven't seen Watchers, so
oh, it's great. It's terrifying. So
oh,
yeah.
wonderful.
Full build. Yep.
Scary movies are big in my household.
Nice.
Well, question number 2 is a film you feel is underrated.
Hmm. I'm gonna go with the movie Gone. And that came out, I think it was 2010. It's Amanda Seyfried, who's known for many other things before that. And it is another slow build thriller that I think mostly flew under the radar. I saw it in theaters, and it's one that, I'll watch every couple, maybe two times a year. And every time I'm like, this is just a perfectly paced film. And it's, female driven. It's got some great twists, and it's a kind of cozy suspense film.
Right, like a female-driven thriller.
Yeah,
I see why
exactly.
that might appeal to
Yeah.
you. Yeah, very cool. And she's always wonderful.
Oh, she's so good in whatever she does. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, really. Sometimes I just bore myself by saying why is she in everything? Like
Yeah.
there's a couple people I'm like, why don't I see them
Yeah.
all
And
the
such a
time?
range of roles too. So, yep.
Yeah, always wonderful. All right,
Yeah.
well, question number three, uh, is a film you feel might be overrated.
Yeah. So it might be controversial, but I'm gonna go with Brick. And that is the neo-noir that came out, I want to say it was 2003, maybe. Um, and it's one of those that was just so hyped. I have tried across my life to understand it. Like every couple of years I'll watch it and I just don't get it. I can't follow it. It looks cool, but yep.
I completely agree.
Do you?
I
Okay.
could not agree more. I know a lot of people love it. A good friend of mine actually was involved in it, even,
Oh,
and
cool.
I always heard how amazing it was. And I watched it, and I was disappointed. And I was like, well, maybe I was just like it was the expectations game. But look, Ryan Johnson has an amazing career
Yes.
and
Yep.
doesn't need me to be a
Release
fan.
it. But yeah.
I've actually been disappointed every time I've seen Ryan. I honestly,
Oh, that's interesting.
every one of them, some of them have an amazing start, and then I'm
Mhm.
disappointed in the ending, and I'm like, how you got like even the last one that was like a super caper. There's always a thriller,
Right.
and at the end, I'm always like, never happy. So I'm with you
Right.
on Brick. I realize a lot of people are like, those two have no idea what they're talking about because Brick is the best movie ever, and I'm
Right.
like,
And it's just like an indie darling that I just don't
indie darling, everything about
know.
it. Yeah, I should love it, but
Yeah.
no, no, not. I love that actor, Joseph
Joseph
Gordon-Levitt.
Gordon-Levitt. Yep.
Yeah, I should love that film. Should be in my
Mhm.
top three. Instead, I'm with you. It's overrated.
Yep. Yep.
All right,
Right, plus one.
good. At least we agree. All right, so, but it's always fun when you disagree too. Like if
Right.
every once in a while someone will name like one of my top three as
Oh,
their
that's kind of fun.
overrated, and I'm like, oh, good for you. I love that. I love it. I just
Yeah.
diversity of opinion is not a problem. Last question is a lesser known film for people to seek out.
Oh, that's right. Hmm. This is one I'm going to actually look it up on my app of movies that I've watched recently because it's one that just came out. It's on Apple TV. It's Spike Lee, but it had such a limited theater run and such a small audience. I believe Denzel said it was his last role, so I know that all these things I'm saying suggest this is a movie everybody knows, but I feel like it went under the radar. So that's highest to lowest. And I just really enjoyed it. So I saw it in theaters and didn't know anything about it going in. And I wish it had gotten a wider release.
I think you might. Ah, my memory's so bad, but I'm 99% sure that someone else in the last few podcasts mentioned
Oh,
Highest to
really?
Lowest to
That's
me.
cool.
And I was like, okay, I'm actually a lifelong Spike Lee fan.
Mhm.
He's he's sort of my generation. And I'm the kind of person who saw She's Gotta Have It in the theaters.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh in college, like it was, I think it might have been my senior year of high school. So for me, that's my memento in a way.
Love
Like
it.
the
Yep.
indie film you saw in high school that made you go, "Oh my
Yes.
God, films
Yep.
can be like a personal vision." So anyway,
Yeah.
and I didn't even know Highest to Lowest came out. I didn't even know about it. So
Great. And I think it's on Apple TV. So
all
there you go.
right, excellent. Okay, I gotta watch that soon then. All right, well, I think we're good. I think we wrapped it up.
That was fun.
Excellent list. And now I really, God, I haven't seen Rear Window since college.
They re-released it over the summer in theaters, and seeing it on the big screen and you could see into each apartment at the same time is just a totally different experience than watching it at home. So,
Amazing,
yeah,
amazing. So I have to rewatch that and then give Watcher a chance.
Watcher. Yep.
And needless to say, I didn't even pile on when you mentioned Memento and Clueless, but obviously they're just fucking great. They're just
Yep.
great.
Yeah.
Memento is people can criticize everything Nolan's done for the rest of his life. I don't care. Memento,
Yeah. But that one, we can, yeah.
perfect in every way, and Clueless is perfect in every way.
It is the perfect film, I think, which is rare.
It's also, I will add, as a native Angelino, it's also a bit of a love letter to my hometown
Yeah.
because you see
Yeah.
the circus liquor, like it's just filled with moments. And I cannot think of Clueless without thinking of you're in LA, you're 20 minutes, no matter where you are, you're 20 minutes
You're
away
20
from
minutes
home.
away.
Get home. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cool.
let me wrap it up so I don't use up your whole afternoon. Thank you, Kai, for taking the time to be on the podcast. Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you want to learn more about this podcast, you can do so by going to discoverindiefilm.com, or you can go to social media at DIFWins. I quit social media back in January of this year, and it's been wonderful. I just did it probably for obvious reasons because January things happened this January, but I'll share that after 4 days, this wasn't part of the plan. I quit social media, and then 4 days later, I looked at a book that had been on my nightstand for a long time, and I picked it up and started reading. So, look, maybe a little less social media, a little more books. That's all I'm saying. All right, so at DIF Wins is the social media, but my wonderful podcast producer Karina will interact with you on there if you write to us on there. If you go to discoverindiefilm.org, that is the nonprofit that runs Film Invasion Los Angeles, where we showed Kai's film, The Anatomy of Jane Doesn't Exist. And it also runs the Sherman Oaks Film Festival, the Film Invasion Los Angeles every June, and Sherman Oaks Film Festival is every December. They're both run by the Discover Indie Film Foundation. And you can learn more about it if you go to discoverindiefilm.org. And the last thing to mention is there's those two festivals. They get a cousin. They're going to have a cousin in South America next year. So keep your eyes open for the first edition of Film Invasion Lima in Lima, Peru, January 16th and 17th. You know, everyone should just go enjoy it. You know, don't forget, January is summer in South America. Because apparently Lima's south of the equator. And they're like, so if I manage to make it down there, I guess I'll be in shorts and flip-flops at midnight. This is what I'm told. All right. Well, Kai, thank you again.
Yeah, thank you. That was fun.
And thank you, everyone, for listening.